Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Quant Network, aka QNT. So with that being said, let's just dive in. And guys, if I was all of you, I would wait to the end of this video. Do not leave this video during this video at all. And I just said video 100 times, but guys, you're going to want to stay around till the end because we have something special to talk about. But ultimately, the market on the 24-hour span, we are seeing a few coins turning green, but I'm not expecting this to hold up. In fact, I actually do believe that we are about to see a major, move within this market, and it's going to be to the downside. The reason why I say that is because equities are looking a little bit rough. Of course, play with caution, do what you want to do. I always say, have some cash on the side just in case, we get a very deep dip. But I have been saying 24.2K on Bitcoin is the level to target. If you guys have been a part of the Discord, you are probably all aware of this as well. But yeah. Ultimately, we have been watching Quant as well. Quant actually turned green slightly today as it did kind of move back up, but since then it has dropped. And yes, this did have a nice pullback down to about almost $94. I know that a few people were excited about that, but we're still looking at the demand range on Quant. I wouldn't get too excited to buy in right now because you think that you're going to miss out or so. I'm looking at this $80 range or even the $75 range. That's where I'm really kind of watching for right now on Quant. But of course, everybody has their own ideas on where they want to buy Quant, so it is what it is. You guys do you, but that's what I'm waiting for. Now, also, in regards to the best image that I could possibly, find to describe Quant, it would probably have to be this one. This is why I say I'm holding a ton of other DLTs, I'm holding a ton of other projects as well. But Quant is at the forefront of it all. This is the best way that I could describe what Quant's doing. So you have, DAG, you have Constellation, right? You have Algorand, XDC, you have, Ripple with XRP, you have Stellar with XLM, and then of course you have Hedera Hashgraph with HBAR, and then you do see IBM, IOTA, a ton of other, connections here. But look at what is at the center here. Okay? This is where things get a little bit interesting. So yes, I do stack other assets like HBAR, like XRP, XLM, XDC, Algo, etc. But Quant is one that I continue to, just hold, buy every, time that I possibly can. And the reason why is because if you look at this diagram, this is how it would perfectly be, placed within, a system. Quant is the foundation beneath it all that's connecting it all. And then you have all these other assets that are, of course, focused on their respective markets that they are going after. And this is also why, I say, everything will move over Quant. Everything will move over the overledger. This is the operating system of tomorrow, the modern day, Bitcoin. And the reason why I say that is we look at some of these use cases around XDC going after trade finance, for an example, right? Trillions of dollars around that market. XRP just going after, for an example, cross-border payments, $200 trillion market within the 2 to 3 year span. HBAR going after multiple markets. XLM also going after P2P payments and stuff like that. Very large markets here. Algorand, focus on its specific use cases. But this is all going to flow over Quant because it all has to be bridged to the legacy system. This is why I say Quant is going to be such a major name going forward. So I hope that kind of clarifies the entire diagram around Quant if you guys have kind of been a little bit confused on it. So there you guys have it. And also over here, no worries, UK government. QNT got your back. And shout out to Son NL11. So yesterday I made a video on what the UK was trying to do. So we actually do see down here, the UK will explore blockchain for government bonds, said the new UK Chancellor. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. In his Mansion House speech, it's on the to-do list. And of course, this is, government bonds in general. We do see down here as well. And you don't have to, do any due diligence or go through a hard process anymore. Overledger is publicly usable for any UK government agency / department. And here you guys have it down here. Did you know QNT is the only available DLT interoperability solution certified for the whole UK government, 43 non-ministerial, departments, 415 agencies and public bodies, bodies can utilize Overledger without needing to string it due diligence. And here you guys also have it down here, Overledger SaaS DLT blockchain operating system. We do see like the features, the benefits, and of course the breakdown below. And this is from gov.uk, digital marketplace. And of course, on the second tab, we do see here, our background, the due diligence and compliance needed to work with governments, enterprises, and financial institutions is stringed it. We've passed those requirements case in point with our G Cloud framework to deliver to the whole UK government. Like, this is literally interconnecting government bodies and continents, and everybody's still, talking down on it. It's crazy. And up here, we also do see like the description on where Quant is positioned. I could actually open this up in a new tab just so that you guys can see it a little bit more clearly. The solution Quant provides an answer, and not sometime in the future, but now. Our tokenization technology, already being used for applications such as the tokenization of fund yields, provides full and seamless interoperability at scale between both permissioned and permissionless blockchains while maintaining privacy and compliance, all without overheads. We facilitate asset tokenization and fractionalization, bond issuance, and then, of course, building blocks. Our solutions for capital markets are built using our patent-pending products. And again, it's patent-pending, but to me, it will be at some point in time fully patented. And this is going to be focused on not only bond issuance, but also asset tokenization and fractionalization, which is the two key areas that I have been focusing on with, tokenization around a lot of these use cases. Again, kind of going back to this diagram, a lot of these, assets are focused on tokenization, and I do think that that is going to be one of the largest markets, as it does go after real estate and other main asset classes that are worth hundreds of trillions of dollars. And then, of course, over here from Tokenizer, SMA Chain is, a big sleeper in terms of enterprise adoption of blockchain and DLT, working with, US DoD, Navy, SAP, etc. Already partnered with Quant, and I definitely smell some room for collaborations with DAG in securing / validating / storing data in, transit for DoD. And yes, they already do have an announced partnership with Quant. And we do see here SMA Chain, short for Simba Blockchain Applications, is committed to delivering a simple, accessible blockchain solution. Our solutions use API technology. I wonder who they're using for API, technology, based on familiar coding to deliver an intuitive user experience. This streamlined approach ensures anyone, not just blockchain experts, can build on the blockchain. And of course, you do see some of their connections. But these are just like the bare minimum ones, honestly. And not even going to joke with you guys, like Simba actually has massive connections. So this one definitely is one that I'm focusing on a little bit more in terms of like a direct connection with Quant, because the connections that this could possibly have is massive. And yes, they are already partnered with Quant. They have an announcement going back, I think, like to 2019 or 2020, somewhere within that range, I believe. But this is definitely one to continue to watch for. Now, let's jump into this. So Swift has been going crazy with not only 2 announcements, but they also did announce something going back a day ago that we're going to be talking about. But we do see our inflow translation service plays a certain or a central role in helping financial institutions adopt ISO 222 for cross-border payments at their own pace. Now, when we talk about ISO 222, we do see down here, like, preparing for ISO 222, get inflow translation, A lot of people have been, a little bit confused on what ISO 222 actually does for this industry and what it actually brings to a lot of these assets. Remember, it's not the asset that is, like, I always say, like, it's not the asset that is compliant with ISO 222, it's the company. And what that allows the company to do is utilize those specific assets for, liquidity. I'm actually more concerned around ISO TC 307 than ISO 222, and I described this multiple times. But I do believe that ISO 222 is actually going to open the doors for a lot of these assets to be utilized properly within their respective networks on those, certain companies or even blockchains. And the reason why I say like certain companies is like RippleNet, for an example, with XRP. But of course, networks like Zinfin, Algorand, even XLM, right? All of those assets will be utilized within their networks as liquidity, also in regards to their specific use case value, aka like XRP being like an on-demand liquidity bridge with RippleNet. So I'm definitely looking forward to ISO 222 going live fully. But we also do see over here, like, imagine cracking the future of digital assets while, impressing your team, your boss, and yourself. Sounds like a great day's work for us. Register for the Swift Hackathon 2022. It's your time to shine. Now, the funny thing is that like we're seeing them talking about like the future of digital assets. I know that this is just kind of like a ad, if you will, for their hackathon. But with what we have been seeing a lot around like the digital asset space around Swift, I do believe that we are very close to the idea of like Swift working with specific assets in this space for not only efficiencies but also like complementation. And if we actually go over here to, 1 day ago, we do see payment giant Swift affirms digital assets are a key topic on the innovation agenda. We do see down here, as of the use of cryptocurrencies becomes, widespread, an increasing number of financial firms and banks have started to take steps that might pave the way for implementation of digital assets. And we do see that Swift has acknowledged this, saying that digital assets are a key topic on the innovation agenda, as many leading forces in the industry know. The event will be a continuation of its objective to collaborate with leaders in the fintech industry to address the most difficult technology problems that arise in the development of the digital economy. And we do see down here that they hope to bring, together the brightest minds. And they do say down here, in particular, the theme of the event, digital assets, exploring interoperability and ownership, means participants will focus on analyzing the traceability of ownership of digital assets and exploring interoperability between the platforms that process these assets. Very interesting. Remember, Swift is a major giant, 11,000 plus financial institutions, and they are now talking about interoperability. They're confirming the fact that like interoperability is going to be a focus point. And we do see down here, like at Swift, we've already been experimenting around this topic with major industry players and fintechs, as well as using our expertise to help, others in general. And we do see like they're providing, financial services in the execution of financial transactions and payments between banks worldwide. Noted. And then they also do see down here, participants should address one or more of the following use cases: coin to coin, tokenized asset to single currency, tokenized asset purchase with multi-linking. And financial firms are looking to speed up the processes. Yeah, I mean, like, listen, at the end of the day, we are seeing digital assets taking over. But we do say, or I shouldn't say we do say, we do see, in the meantime, the development of innovative technologies may be beneficial in resolving long-standing interoperability problems. This is where we really kind of focus on with Quant. I've said it time and time again, right? Like, interoperability is the key for adoption of digital assets and crypto in general. And a lot of people continue to like shrug it off, say, Quant is nothing, Quant's doing nothing, layer 1, layer 2, I'm going after these other assets, I don't care about Quant. Listen, I'll say it time and time again, that Quant is not your typical layer 1. It's not your typical layer 2. It is an operating system that is going to change the entire landscape of crypto. This is going to be one of the biggest opportunities that crypto has ever delivered to us, and a lot of people are going to miss out. But those individuals that are watching my videos, that are listening to me talk about Quant on a day-to-day basis, understand the technology. They understand how big of a use case interoperability actually is, and also how important it actually is as well to not only the adoption of crypto, but also the use of digital assets in general. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day, a beautiful night, wherever you guys are on this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.